correct. No issue there.
Right, agree. And I agree with that take. Okay, our title of our episode this week is pure speculation. So DJ sent this idea as far as a topic goes to me earlier this week, and I absolutely love having these conversations. So let's have this conversation. So around this time a year ago, we got our first Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. It was officially released. So 1 year, not 1 year ago to the day, but it has been at this point 365 days.
Yes.
So with that said, obviously we are getting the Book of Boba Fett toward the end of this year. In fact, it is going to be in the month of December. So putting our tinfoil caps, our speculation vibes, if you will, let's think about this for a moment. Does that mean, and we can just ask the question that is literally in the title of this episode, does that mean that a Book of Boba Fett trailer is imminent? I guess, do you want me to give my answer first? I can give my answer first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think because we got to keep in mind that The Mandalorian Season 2 came out late October, while the Book of Boba Fett is coming out late to mid-December. I think that gives a month and a half away from a trailer coming from the Book of Boba Fett still. I think they're going to keep that whole idea of, it was a month and a half before Season 2 of The Mandalorian that we finally got our first trailer. I think we've kind of gotten to that point in fandom where we don't need trailers way out of the release date. I think they can really wait until 2 months before or a month before. Maybe that's pushing it for me personally. But, again, it's not about what we want. It's about what's best for the franchise, right? We've discovered that tonight. So those are my thoughts. I think we're still a couple months away, if I'm being completely honest. I know me and Zach originally said you're getting it on the first Monday Night Football game. Well, we missed that. That was a couple of days ago, and it did not happen. But I say all that again. I think we're still a month and a half to 2 months, probably a month and a half to 2 months away from a trailer. What do you think then?
I would like to think it'll premiere in the next few weeks. Premiering as in a trailer, by few weeks, at minimum 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to believe that. Traditionally, when a Star Wars project is releasing in December, we do get a trailer in October, and I specifically mention that because it is that time of year where these kinds of December winter type trailers start rolling out quite a bit, especially for things like Star Wars and Marvel. Those kinds of things usually roll out around this time of the year. Mm-hmm. And that's partly, I think, due to toys for Christmas, which is fair. That's part of the machine, as we know. But and I very specifically remember being on my honeymoon in 2017, and I told my family, "Hey, don't text me. I'm just gonna hang out with Hillary, and we're gonna do our thing." But I got a text from both my dad and my sister, and they were like, "Hey, we know you're busy, but a trailer just dropped." And I was like, Ooh. It did? And so I was like, I looked at my wife, and I was like, my wife of like 2 or 3 days. And I said, "Hey, you cool if I watch this trailer real quick?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll watch it with you." And I was like, married the right one. So I pull out my phone, I watch the trailer, and it was for Last Jedi. So I was like, oh, sweet. But that was the first one with, Luke being all depressed and
Sure.
Time for the Jedi to end, and I was like, I don't like this trailer, and so I was in a weird mood the rest of the day when that dropped. But all that to say, trailers typically come out late September, early October. Mm-hmm. I think we'll get one before the end of October. Mm-hmm. Just because, if at the latest the end of October, but hopefully mid-October on a Monday Night Football game is what I most likely expect, because the Last Jedi trailer dropped on a Monday Night Football game. Yeah. So it makes the most sense. ESPN, Disney, they're all one thing, So if that continues that way, that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You make a good point. I think maybe 2 months, my initial range of 2 months, I think 2 months is too high. For some reason, I'm just now realizing it's mid-September. Like, I don't think we can wait until, what's that, mid-November? No, I think
I don't want to wait till mid-November.
I think it's coming out before that. And to support that, something else that we talked about discussing was, are we getting this trailer before Disney Plus Day, which is in mid-November? And my answer to that, I was going to say, yes, we're definitely getting it before Disney Plus Day, because
Yeah.
I think that Star Wars has way too many other projects that they got to start informing the audience about on Disney Plus Day, to where
Yeah.
they need to go ahead and have Book of Boba Fett out there and about. And then just on Disney Plus Day, they can say, okay, and in a month, you get to see the next great Star Wars show. And really, that's all they'll need to do as far as promoting that thing. So I guess I need to go back on my original statement and say, like you, maybe 3 weeks to a month and a half. At most,
Yeah.
a month and a half
Yeah.
at most is kind of where I'm now sitting. You've
And
convinced me.
that's not based on anything other than that's what we've received in the past, you know. And I genuinely do appreciate Rural Farm Boy coming in here. It's like, hey, just don't worry about it, you know. And you're right, I don't need to worry about it. And truth be told,
No,
I'm
we're just
not
having
worried.
fun. No, I'm not worried about it at all.
I just want to speculate and think, yeah, it's got to be here sometime in October.
Sure.
And that's actually what I wrote in my show notes. I was like, yeah, it's coming before Disney Plus Day sometime in October.
Mhm.
Now, again, if they hold out until November 11th, yeah, November 11th, you know, which will be right around Mando Talks 100th episode. I want to throw that in there. Just as a, you know, I don't know if that's a tease. This is more like a, hey, we're almost to 100.
We're almost there, and we're also almost to 100 subscribers.
Yeah, quick plug on that. We're 10 subscribers away from meeting our goal of getting to 100 before the Book of Boba Fett premieres in December, which we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I can feel it. It's happening. And so those 90 of you who are out there subscribed to us, start telling some folks. Keep telling people. You see some lady at the grocery store, tell her. Yeah. I don't even know what YouTube is. Well, tell her anyway, you know. But anyway, back to this at hand. October would be my hope and my guess.
Okay. Now, and to Rural Farm Boy's point, though, I'm showing up to the show regardless, excited. They could wait until they could not release a trailer at all, and I'm there, and I'm excited, 100% ready to go.
That would be really cool, though. And I think we talked about that on Geekverse. Another quick plug for our Tuesday show for Geekverse reactions. Until, you know, Book of Boba Fett premieres, we'll take a game off and all that fun stuff. But all that to say, you know, we talked about this if the Spider-Man trailer just never released.
Right.
And of course it finally did release. It just took a minute. And it was a really good trailer. Like, it was a fantastic trailer. As far as trailers go, it gave us a lot. And I think that a Book of Boba Fett trailer, if they don't release it until November, let me just say this. If they don't release it until November, they are holding on to it for very specific reasons.
And probably good reasons.
And very good reasons. I mean, I still am in the camp of we're going to get a live action Omega. I don't know if I've actually said that on the show.
No, I think you have. I think you have.
I have, okay. I didn't know if that was just a Twitter thing I said or not. I think we will get a live action Omega, and I think that's wild to speculate about, but I'm going to throw it out there. I mean, Fennec Shand was in Bad Batch. Why? It just
connections really is really all.
No, tinfoil hat. Omega's in Omega's in Book of Boba Fett, but I mean she's not. It's not a deal breaker,
right?
But at the same time, you know, I mean, it's just whatever.
All right. Well,
I'm just here for the ride.
It sounds like we have come to an agreement that we expect to see something about Book of Boba Fett within 3 weeks to, let's go with 8 weeks. That's 2 months. I'm again that's going to the 2 months train. 3 weeks to
3 to 6.
Yes.
3 to 6 weeks.
We're right there again. We're right there
again. It's a solid time frame.
Yeah.
You can get a lot done in 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think I could edit a TV show trailer in 3 to 6 weeks. I could probably do it in 3 days, just to be honest.
Hey.
Quick, I say that in confidence because I did study broadcasting for 2 years in college.
There you go.
Before switching my major. And I still do a lot of video editing with my job here at the church. So I feel like I could turn out something pretty quick if I'm being real honest. So at the same, and I know they hold on to these things forever because they can. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Absolutely. Well, listen, if you are out there, let us know, when should we expect to see the Book of Boba Fett's first trailer drop? Let us know in the comments, in the chat, or over on Discord. We've got one final thing to discuss